we are at day 4 of VMware Explore. The venue is closing and I have another guest. Will you introduce yourself?
Sure, absolutely. So thanks, really great time spending with you this week.
Yep.
My name's Will Rodbard. I work in the Advanced Services Division, and our remit is to help bring those value-add services on top of VCF. So things like Data Services Manager and Private AI Foundation with NVIDIA, that's one of the key areas I work on right now.
All right, but you're really specialized into private AI, right?
I am, yes, but like most of us, I am still an infrastructure guy at heart. I'm not a data scientist, but yeah.
All right, so what are new announcements in terms of private AI that were announced at this Explore?
So we have some really fantastic features coming that will really enhance the service. So things like the OCI compliant model store sitting in Harbour. And this allows you the ability to, once you've spent the time and energy pulling the right models, securing the models, checking them for malware, and making sure they're all safe, then somewhere to store them that you can then access through role-based access control, making sure that every time the data scientist or the application is consuming the model, it is validated and clean. Okay, so that's a brilliant one. And then another amazing feature sort of helps with the resource augmented generation pipeline, and that is the index and retrieval service. And this is the bit that allows you to go out and pull your data in, so add your data to the large language model and enhance the responses. So all of that HR data or customer data that we're talking about making private and keeping behind your firewalls, an easy mechanism to pull that in and index and make it available. And I think for me, that's a really key sort of service. So model store and index retrieval service. And then to make the RAG pipeline more efficient, we have the Agent Builder service. And for those that don't know, an agent enhances the RAG pipeline by sort of making it more efficient and cost less to run. So for example, large language models in Gen AI, not traditionally very good at maths, so we can add a calculator in. So it actually skirts some of the process and gives you a faster response, and therefore on your infrastructure, it's cheaper to run.
All right.
Yeah.
So when will those models be released?
So they're coming out. Some are available now and some are the next release of Private AI Foundation. And we have a really good, quite a rapid cadence of feature releases. And then obviously when 9 comes out, actually rolling more of these features in. Some of them will sit in the supervisor service and some will be available outside, but it'll be a seamless sort of, there'll be no like major upgrade. They'll just roll in.
Okay. Do you have tips for customers who want to get started with AI on-premise?
I think so, yeah. So that it's a new cool thing, but it's a bit mystical and a bit scary, okay? So we're all infrastructure people, we're not data scientists. So my key message really is think of an AI workload just like any other workload. As infrastructure people, when we design platforms, we are tasked with providing infrastructure to ensure the application can run. So one of the key decision things is, what do you need to run? And AI is just like any other workload, a database, a file server, anything else. It just has maybe some specific hardware requirements, like a GPU or a DPU. And so long as we're aware of them, we can provision them. And I guess the other thing I would say is there are all these new software packages and tools that are new to us, that are commonplace for data scientists. So maybe familiarize yourself with the names of these things. And then you don't need to understand how they work. You just need to know what they require in terms of infrastructure and that they are required. So things like PyTorch and Jupyter Lab and Jupyter Notebooks, all cool stuff. But in reality, you don't need to know how all the other applications actually run. It's just another application.
For infrastructure guys, of course.
Oh, completely, But we're also having these new conversations with data scientists. So that kind of learning is bi-directional. You know, they have never cared about infrastructure because it's not their bag, and we've never understood or cared about the deep neural networks and all these cool things. And it's an interesting journey, if nothing else. And as infrastructure nerds, we love learning and we like the new tech. I think it's an exciting time to be in infrastructure.
And what you pointed out is like the collaboration between infrastructure, because it's like a new challenge, right? And the whole data science and use case side is like really important. And that's where you need people like evoila who can cover both sides, right?
Absolutely, right. So your job is going to be key for a customer in suggesting use cases and bringing your skills and your knowledge to bear, because everybody knows they should or want to do AI, but then they hit that stumbling block of, but then what do I do? And you'll be able to take the customer on that journey of selecting the right hardware and the right infrastructure to deliver the use case, whether it be an internal chatbot or search function or whatever it is, and you'll have the skills and ability to help them.
For sure. Awesome. Well, it was a pleasure.
And you too, sir.
See you next year.
For sure, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
and,
definitely.
Hopefully with another set of new, cool, interesting features.
We'll be on all the new stuff next year for sure. Yeah, it'd be brilliant.
Sure. Yeah.
Thanks for your time.